Ever since I built these very pretty drawers to store all my hardware, I have been trying to find a solution to reorganize the insides of the drawer. I believe Maius's modular small boxes were the best solution, and I have come up with a better way to make them. I started by ripping a whole bunch of MDF. This will be the bottom of the middle and big boxes. And then I cut out the sides, which are all basically the same size. I then cut out 2 pieces of wood for stabilizing the sides of the boxes when I glued them up, which I should have nailed them together before cutting them. It will also create the correct spacer for the rest of the 2 sides. Since I don't have a nail gun, I use a hammer, which can be just as fast. I put some masking tape on the jig or spacer so that the glue doesn't stick to it. There was already a recess cut into one side of the spacer, so it was probably unnecessary to put masking tape on that side. And then I clamped the sides to the spacer. And spread glue on the bottom. The next day I removed the clamps and carefully pried the spacer out, which worked out better than I expected. Then I cut out the individual sections. Since this was only a test piece to see whether this method worked or not, I cut out 2 different sizes of boxes out of the entire piece of MDF channel. I thought the glue joint would be too weak to withstand the forces of the table saw, but it actually worked out okay and was stronger than I thought it was. And then comes the moment of truth, gluing them up. Because some of the MDF I used were very old and exposed to elements that had a bit of bolt in them, so I had to straighten them as I went along. And then came the best part of the project, sanding, but at least I was using a power sander which did make it slightly better. If only my belt sander was just a bit quieter, I would have been more than happy to do it, because even with earmuffs on, the sound was unbearable. They are finished. I used the same method to make some smaller ones as well. And I think I prefer the smaller ones. So I started to make more smaller ones. Now this is what I called organized. Making these boxes can be quite addictive, probably why Maius was able to make so many of them.